And he was like, stop being so humble, Kaylana. Stop playing small. Literally, stop playing small. I got on here because I really haven't talked to you in a minute, and I was on TikTok and saw something that made me want to like really do a girl talk and like really sit back and like talk about something. And then like I'm gonna do my makeup too. I'm gonna do like, it's not gonna be as in detail because like this is not like an actual like full makeup look. I'm really just doing something really light. I gotta go to a basketball game in a minute, so I just really want to hop on here. And I also do have some questions that you guys asked me because I was honestly been supposed to make this girl talk video. Like I literally been posted and stuff like that, and people like left questions, but I never got around to it. Y'all know college get busy. College get really busy. And I was supposed to film it like over winter break. The first topic I really want to talk about is like reinventing yourself and just really embodying who you know you can be. Okay, so I bring this up because literally, y'all, it's crazy. Me and my friend was having this conversation about like basically like, you know, your 20s is like very hard to navigate. And like, you know, I feel like that's the time period I'm in right now. Like, you know what you want, but do you really know what you want? Like, I feel like everyone has an idea what they want, whatever. But it's like sometimes what you want may not be what's best for you. And I feel like you really have to leave it up to God. So it's like just navigating your 20s in general is like a very difficult thing to do. And then like you're steady like evolving and like growing and like understanding yourself and changing some things about yourself. So it's like, do you really know what you want? But I was scrolling on TikTok and this man was just talking about the gym and stuff, and he was saying how like basically people who go to the gym buy their stuff, whatever, and like they're really strong people and this and that, like so whatever, just going on about that, whatever. And when I saw it, I'm like, I left a comment and I was like, basically I didn't think it was like that big of a deal. And I was like, basically I commented and I was saying like going to the gym by yourself is the norm. No, like I commented that because I was really just like, I thought that was normal. And I'm not saying it's not normal, but he literally created a little reply to me. And he was like, stop being so humble, Kaylana. Y'all, when I tell y'all I hear that all the time, like I hear that all the time. Like, I hear that so much, and it's crazy because just before that, a couple days ago, I don't know what I was going through. I can't even explain what I was going through, but, like, I was really just, like, trying to figure things out, and, like, when I'm trying to figure things out, I don't be on social media. I don't be on this, I don't be on that. Like, I was just off Instagram, especially Instagram. Instagram just giving me weird vibes, but I'm starting to learn that just by my perspective, like, no matter what kind of vibes it gives me, I'm here for a purpose. And the whole monitoring the spirits things, like, I do believe, like, some people just, like, looking for your downfall, but it's, like, I feel like we're giving too much power to man because there's literally nothing man can do on this earth to get in way of what God has planned for me. And I'm a strong believer in that, okay? Because my God is big. You know what I'm saying? So, but I was going through this little phase. I was off Instagram. I'm currently just getting back on Instagram like literally yesterday. Like literally yesterday. I have been on Instagram since the beginning of 2025. And it's about to be March. I don't know. I was going through a weird period. So, I had posted on my close friends, right? It was one of my TikToks ever. And I didn't post on my reels or like nothing, like not on my main page. I posted on my close friends. And one of my friends, he slid up and was like, stop hiding. Stop hiding. And I was like, huh? Like, what are you talking about? What did I do? He was like, stop hiding. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? And then he was like, you know, you what people want to see. Basically saying, like, put myself out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's so crazy because me and him, like, we talk about stuff like that. Like, we had, like, a whole interaction when I posted another thing on Twitter. And I was talking about how, I don't know what it is. Like, I love public speaking. And I feel like when I do public speak, I black out. And I do it anyway. But I feel like it brings me a lot of anxiety. Like, I literally offer myself to, like, go to these public speaking engagements like that and, like, speak. Because I was on a panel for, like, entrepreneurship and stuff like that. Like, I put myself out there. But I know while I'm putting myself out there, like, it's about to bring me a lot of anxiety. But I still do it because I know I have, like, potential to uphold. I know I can, like, you know, get out of my comfort zone. And we had a conversation on Twitter about that. And he was, like, basically, like, just lifting me up and, like, saying so many affirmations. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know who you are. And I feel like sometimes, like, I don't want to say I limit myself or like I don't see my own potential because I do, but I feel like sometimes imposter syndrome get in the way. Those reminders is like snap me into reality. Like, you were given this platform for a reason. You were giving these talents for a reason. People said you speak good and articulate yourself good for a reason. Every time I do a public speaking thing, I do good, whatever. So basically that just brings me back to the comment I saw today on TikTok when he replied to me. He said, Kaylana, stop being so humble. And I don't say that in a cocky way because I feel like I'm naturally a humble person. Like, I'm just, you know, I feel like the way I was raised and stuff, like, because things can always be worse, and like just having a lot of gratitude. I've always been like that, but I definitely get where he was coming from, because a lot of things I see myself do, or like I downplay it. Meanwhile, it's other people like, you did that? You know what I'm saying? So, topic of this video for the most part is going to be stop playing small. Literally, stop playing small. Why do I feel this way? Like, what's really going on? And I feel like sometimes I do experience imposter syndrome. But one of my favorite creators, Lark, y'all know her, I love her so much. And she was talking a little bit about it, and she was saying, like, basically when you feel imposter syndrome, she never feels it. And she was saying basically like she don't feel it because she's like telling herself, like, you know how much she did to get to where she's at. And I feel like sometimes I really have to remember what I did to get where I'm at. And she was really talking about because who we are, like, I already feel like I have to do more, because like if we're talking like being completely honest, like being a black woman, you already have to do like 10 times as much, right? So it's like I be having to do this reality checks myself, like, who said you don't deserve to be here? Like, who said you don't deserve to like get these things and these awards and these accolades in life? Like, who was telling you this? And it's all like literally in your head. The mindset to success is literally all in your mindset. Who said that? Like, no one's saying this. And it's like, even if they do, why are you aligning with it? Anything that's said, even your own thoughts, you don't have to accept it. Who said these things are true? I really be having to check in on myself about that. Like, who said these things are true? And another thing I feel like on top of like imposter syndrome is because of the fear of success. And I feel like no one talks about that. No one talks about the fear of being successful. No one talks about it. I feel like the only person I saw like really dive into it was Aaliyah J. She was so real when she said that, like, there's a fear of being your full potential, and there's a fear of being successful. Like, it's an actual thing. It's the fear of successful is called the Jonah complex, success anxiety, or success phobia. It's a common fear that can prevent people from reaching their full potential. Symptoms: feeling guilty about success, avoiding or procrastinating on big projects, self-sabotaging work or dreams, and believing that success will cause regret. That's a real, like, this is a real thing. And I feel like no one talks about the Jonah complex enough. Like, they said, for example, like, some of the causes is like fear of how others will react to your success. Like, that's a big one too. No one talks about. You get what I'm saying? And it's like another thing, like fear of social or economic backlash. That's the one thing I've seen a lot. A lot of creators I follow on TikTok, it seems like, I don't know, people want you doing good, but like not to a certain extent. One of the creators I follow just bought a house, I think. And people was commenting like, oh, why are you spending your money like this? Like, just a whole bunch of backlash because they're successful. It comes with so much, and people don't understand it. And fear of high expectations. Like, once you get to a certain extent, people are going to expect more from you. They're going to expect this, expect that. And I always said this, I don't intend to be the perfect person. I've never intended to be the perfect person. Like, I'm still learning. I'm still in my 20s. And I feel like even with the success I have, like having a brand and stuff like that, sometimes I feel like, I don't want to say robbed of like the experience, because a lot of stuff that girls my age are doing, like go down and stuff like that, I'm just not into. But I do feel like to a certain extent, like I'm expected. I'm held to a higher expectation, and like nothing's wrong with that. But I feel like it robs me of like being completely authentically me in a sense. I don't know, but like I feel like no one talks about that. It's like an elephant in the room, and I feel like everyone knows it. Everyone like is aware of it, or like at least has a like sense of understanding of it, but no one wants to talk about it. We have to stop that. Like, we literally have to stop that. And that goes back to my point of like really just letting that go and letting go of the expectation and just being me and like showing up as me authentically. The creator doesn't even know that what he said about me being too humble, like really is sticking with me right now. Like, I'm making a whole video about it right now. But I try to tell the girls, like, you deserve it. Like, wherever you're at right now, whatever you've done to get to where you're at, like, no one knows the ins and outs of what you've been going through except you and God. So you deserve it, and like be in tune with that. And like one thing I've done is like I journal a lot, and journaling has helped me like really show my like look back on my gratitude, reflect on like how far I've come. But like, girl, like you're reaching these levels of success, like how or why. Like I look at all the accolades I've been through, all the expectations I've gone through and exceeding all the things I went through and things that I've like got over. If someone is steadily pouring into you and telling you like people need you, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing great, like don't overlook it, like because they really mean it. They really mean it. And like, I feel like I get that a lot from like family, friends and stuff. And it's like that's just even more reason for me to like act on the things I want to do and be the person that I know I can become. One of the other things I learned in the Bible study over the last week is really being obedient. How much are you going to let get taken away from you before you decide to be obedient? And I genuinely feel like the signs I'm getting from people keep on telling me this and that, and like the signs I'm getting from God himself, like it's telling me to like, oh, put the content out, be a business owner, show up and show up fully. When you show up, just don't show up fully, and like do this and do that. And I feel like I'm getting those signs, and like how much am I going to allow to get taken away from me before I decide to be obedient? And another thing is I feel like a lot of people have these things like, oh, I don't know what to start, I don't know this, and I feel like God wouldn't place anything on your heart or like give you this or that or give you these ideas or ideals if he didn't know you was capable of it. And he gives you everything you need right when he gives you the dream. Start where you're at. Literally start where you're at and go and move. You may not know all the details of it yet because God tends to give you signs and without letting you know details, because you have to have faith. You move by faith, not by sight. If he's placing a dream or something on your heart or telling you to do something, be obedient. Just go through with it blindly. Because trust me, it will work out. Like everything works out. Have faith and pray about it. It's going to work out. And even if you might not feel like you have the necessary tools yet, he's provided them with you, or he will. Like everything he gives you and tell you what to do, you have to act on it because it's all in his plan. So just go through with it. I've learned that because like when I started putting my content out there and be authentically me, when I tell y'all like I gained I think like 100 subscribers, because like when I first got serious about YouTube, I was like at 100 subscribers and that was it. And like now I'm at like what, 300, 280, something like that. He gives you the tools. Like just go for it and do what you have to do. Like you can be called to do something and like go dance on the hill and like keep on doing circles, and you'll be like, I don't understand, like what is this doing? But if you're talking to him and you're called to do something, no one else has to understand. People might look at you crazy like what is going on, but as long as you know what you're doing is what you're supposed to be doing, go do it. You get what I'm saying? Like just stay obedient. And one thing I feel like I resonated with that is because like for example me vlogging is so uncomfortable, especially in public. I'm not gonna lie to you, like vlogging in public for me is like, what's going on? I don't like doing it as much. But I know, like, I feel like I was called to do it. And, like, when I do it, like, people, of course, are going to look like, what's going on? Why she has this camera in this cafe? Like, girl, who are you? Who are you? But I just have to remember that, like, it's not for anyone else to understand. Like, it's not for anyone else to understand. Anyways, I feel like I'm just yapping right now. But y'all know, I'm a yapper. Like, I love to talk. And girl talks are, like, literally my thing. But I just say all that to say, like, continue to show up and be you, and like show up and don't just show up and show out. Like show up fully. Don't just show up and be there. Like be in the moment and be there fully. So I did ask you guys a couple Q&A questions also. Like it's really like really light. It's not that many questions. But I just want to get a quick video on it because I feel like I haven't been on my YouTube stuff a lot. When you guys asked, what is your motivation to keep going when feeling discouraged? I have a purpose to fulfill. And that's what I could do. You don't feel like doing something or feel discouraged, you have to keep going. That's the hardest part about owning a business. It's just getting to that next level. My whole thing was I feel like we get stuck at a certain follower count on Instagram, which followers don't matter. Like people literally make thousands and hundreds of thousands with like not even that many followers. That don't matter. Your reach is what matters, and I feel like we've been reaching more. So if you would have asked me this like weeks ago, I would say reaching, like our exposure, because I just feel like I was like at a standstill. Like our average order value, our followers, our views was like stagnant, and I hate being stagnant. But I really just incorporated some new things like cross promoting and stuff like that. And I talked to like a lot of people, like people I would say are my mentors, and I talked to them about some stuff, and like now like our average order value shot through the roof. Like the average person coming to my website is not leaving without spending more than $40. Like I feel like we got over that hump. So now I would say actually yes, get into level, because I feel like getting my brand into stores is like really good. I feel like I'm in a few retail places currently, but I do feel like it's like hard to manage because like the logistics and stuff and making sure I have enough inventory for this and that. So like adjusting to this level of like attention on my brand, like spotlight on my brand, because like you have to have like inventory in stock. It's good to sell out, but it's not good. Like it's good to sell out, but you still want to be able to have sales and money coming through, and you know, to restock other products and to like reinvest in your brand. But when you're selling to the point where you're selling out and then you have to wait a long time for your manufacturers to like restock and stuff like that, your products, it get like really tedious. So I would definitely say like getting to a new level and like getting adjusted to exposure and like this newfound level of success. Next question says fragrance recommendations. Y'all, I feel like my favorite fragrance Actually, I'm gonna show y'all. This first one is discontinued. My girl Kimmy K is not selling it no more. And like, it really hurts my heart because like, it's one of my favorite scents. When it came out, me and my mom like ordered all of them, and then we ordered some more before she stopped selling them, which is so sad. But KKW Fragrances, Kim Kardashian West. I see why. I think I know why she is not selling it no more. She probably is going to change her name around and come back out with it. Please, if you see this girl, please rebrand the essence and then come back out with it, because I understand. I get it. This is from the Hearts collection. I believe it was like a Valentine's Day launch. She had like BFF, Wifey, but it's the Candy Hearts collection, right? So it's basically like a candy heart, Valentine's Day hearts, whatever candies. Actually, I think I'm gonna wear this today, y'all. This smells so good. Like, it smells, I just love like sweet scents. It smells so good. I'm about to look up the notes so I can like tell the rest of them. Okay, yeah, so, oh, I didn't know it came with that many. It's like 5 of them. I did not know it came with that many. I thought it was only 3 of them. But it's BFF. This is the one I have. My favorite one. Wifey. Wifey smells good too, but I ran out of Wifey. BFF, Wifey, Bae, Baddie Girl, Ride or Die. It's like a toasty, candy, marshmallowy smell. The main accords is fruity, sweet, vanilla, woody, soft, rose, and fresh. The top notes are wild berry, star apple, and red currant. Middle notes are pink rose, pear blossom, jasmine sandback, and then base are marshmallow, vanilla, musk. It smells so good, y'all. I'm so sad she didn't even, she gotta come up with that, please. I will like buy like 4 of them. Another one is a Valentino Born Aroma. I feel like this is so like typical. I feel like it's very popular right now. This is my travel kind. I feel like this is like probably one I use the most because it's like so versatile, and yeah, it smells so good. Like, I love it so much. But yeah, I have to really get going because I'm about to go to this basketball game. I just want to stop in really quick and do like a quick video. I'm about to finish my makeup. I feel like I yapped so much, but I'm about to finish my makeup and then head out. But